Good morning friends, welcome to BioBooster channel. Myself Dr. Abasaheb Nalodi, retired professor of botany. In the previous videos we have started with the plant tissues and anatomy. Now we are proceeding towards the anatomy of leaf. Firstly we shall see the anatomy of dicot leaf. Dicot leaf is dorsiventral. Here it is flat. This is a dorsal surface and it is the ventral surface. Dorsal surface can be identified from the ventral surface, or dorsal surface and ventral surface, these are differentiated. So in case of dicots, there is a dorsiventral leaf. Vertical section of dorsiventral leaf through the lamina shows the following three main parts. First part is the epidermis, second part is the mesophyll, and third part is the vascular bundle. Then we shall start with the first part, that is the epidermis. This epidermis covers both the surfaces. This is the upper surface and this is the lower surface. Here you can see that upper surface is called as adaxial surface and lower surface is also called as adaxial surface. This upper epidermis, it consists of tightly packed epidermal cells which are barrel shaped, and these are parenchymatous. This is the upper epidermis. This upper epidermis, it consists of barrel shaped tightly packed cells without intercellular spaces, and these cells are parenchymatous. Generally, stomata are absent on the upper epidermis, but stomata are present on the lower epidermis. This lower epidermis, it also consists of compactly placed cells, and this epidermis, lower epidermis, it is broken by the presence of stomata. A thin layer of cuticle is present over the epidermis. This is a waxy layer. Here this is the epidermis, and over this epidermis there is a cuticle on both the epidermal surfaces. More number of stomata are present on the lower epidermis. Here you can see that there are air spaces. This is called as substomatal chamber. This is a stoma, and inside the stoma there is a chamber. This is called as substomatal chamber. You see once again, the vertical section of the dorsiventral leaf consists of epidermis, mesophyll, and vascular bundles. Epidermis, there are two epidermal surfaces: upper epidermis, adaxial; lower epidermis, abaxial. Upper epidermis, it is made up of barrel-shaped compactly placed parenchymatous cells. Generally, stomata are absent on the upper epidermis. Here, this is the lower epidermis. Lower epidermis is interrupted by a number of pores called stomata, and these stomata, below the stoma, you can see there is a space called as substomatal chamber. Over the upper and lower epidermis, you can see there is a waxy layer. This is called as cuticle. The next part, this is a mesophyll. Tissue between, this is the upper epidermis, this is lower epidermis. Tissue between the upper and lower epidermis, this is called as a mesophyll tissue. Mesophyll tissue is made up of parenchymatous cells. These are containing the chloroplasts. Between the upper and lower epidermis, mesophyll tissue is present. Mesophyll tissue is made up of parenchyma cells containing the chloroplast. This mesophyll tissue, it is of two types: palisade and spongy parenchyma. Palisade, you can see that it is present below the upper epidermis. These are the elongated cells. Here, palisade cells, these are elongated cells. These are vertically arranged cells containing abundant chloroplast. Below the upper epidermis, elongated cells are present. This is called as a palisade tissue. These cells contain abundant chloroplast. This is a palisade. Then this mesophyll tissue, here you can see clearly upper epidermis, waxy layer or cuticle. This is the palisade, and this is a spongy tissue. This is a spongy tissue. The difference between the palisade and spongy tissue is that palisade tissue cells are vertically elongated, and these cells are generally spherical. This is called as spongy parenchyma. Below the palisade tissue, spongy parenchyma is present. These cells, these are round or loosely arranged with intercellular spaces. You can see air cavity is present between these cells. These cells also contain abundant chloroplast. Here, these mesophyll cells, this spongy tissue, this is in contact with the atmosphere through this stomata or through the substomatal chamber and stomata. It extends from palisade up to lower epidermis. Means this spongy parenchyma, it extends from palisade. This is the palisade. From palisade up to lower epidermis. So spongy parenchyma, it is present below the palisade tissue. It consists of rounded cells with intercellular spaces. These cells also contain abundant chloroplast. Spongy parenchyma cells, these are in contact with the atmosphere through this stomata. This spongy parenchyma extends from palisade to lower epidermis. This is the second part. The third part, it is the vascular cysti, that is vascular bundles. Here you can see that vascular cysti includes this vascular bundle. These vascular bundles are surrounded by a bundle sheath. You can see here, this is a bundle sheath. Sheath that is covered. Vascular bundle is covered by means of a bundle sheath. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed. Conjoined and collateral, that is xylem and phloem, these are placed on the same radius. Xylem is present toward the upper epidermis. This is the xylem. It is present toward the upper epidermis and phloem is present toward the lower epidermis. So vascular system, it consists of vascular bundles. These vascular bundles are seen or observed in the veins and midrib. Vascular bundles are surrounded by a bundle sheath. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed, means there is no cambium. Xylem is present toward the upper epidermis, phloem is present toward the lower epidermis. This is the anatomy of dorsiventral leaf, that is dicot leaf. Now we shall see the anatomy of monocot leaf. Example of dorsiventral leaf, it is sunflower leaf. Anatomy of monocot, or the typical monocot leaf, it is a maize leaf. This leaf is isobilateral. Dorsiventral means only one surface, upper surface is exposed to sunlight. Here in this case, both the surfaces are exposed to sunlight. Here if you see jawar, maize, bajra, you can see that leaf is vertical. Both the surfaces are exposed to the sunlight. While in case of sunflower, the only upper surface, it is exposed to the sunlight. So the surfaces with both the surfaces are exposed to sunlight. This is called as isobilateral leaf. Example is jawar, maize, bajra, sugarcane, etc. Here both the surfaces are equally green. Here both the surfaces of the leaf, these are equally green. Stomata are present on both the surfaces. This is a stoma. You can see this is a stoma. This is the upper epidermis. This is the lower epidermis. So stomata are present on both the surfaces. Here you can see that. In grass, leaf stomata are present on both the surfaces. This is called as amphistomatic condition. Amphi means both. Amphistomatic condition. In grasses, certain upper epidermal cells, these are larger, empty, colorless. These are called as bulliform cells. You can see here, these cells are larger. In the epidermis, some cells become larger. These are colorless and these are empty. These are called as bulliform cells. Here, when bulliform cells, these are turgid. At this time, the leaf is exposed or leaf expranch. When bulliform cells, they lose water when they become flaccid. Here, this leaf collapses. Leaf temporarily wilts. In grasses, certain upper epidermal cells, epidermal cells, these are modified into bulliform cells. When bulliform cells have absorbed water, when they are turgid, the leaf surface is flat. When bulliform cells are containing abundant water, leaf surface is flat. When bulliform cells lose water, when they become flaccid, this leaf curves. Here you can see that this leaf surface is flat and exposed. When bulliform cells are flaccid, when they lose water, due to the water stress, leaf curls inwards. Suppose this is a leaf, and when buniform cells lost water, this leaf curves like this. Epidermis, upper epidermis, lower epidermis. Stomata are present on both the epidermal surfaces. This is called as amphistomatic condition. Here there are certain cells are which are larger in size, they are colorless, and when they are turgid, leaf surface is flat. When they lose water and become flaccid, leaf surface curves upward. Then you can see the mesophyll. Mesophyll tissue, it is present between the upper and lower epidermis. Here there is no differentiation as palisade and spongy parenchyma. Means all the cells of mesophyll cells, these are similar. Means there is no differentiation as spongy and palisade and spongy parenchyma. In case of palisade tissue, we have seen that cells are elongated. Spongy parenchyma cells are rounded. But in this case, all the cells are rounded. Means mesophyll tissue is undifferentiated or not differentiated. As stomata are present on both the surfaces, amphistomatic condition. Then a vascular system. You can see this is a vascular bundle. The vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed. There is no cambium. Vascular bundle is surrounded by a parenchymatous bundle sheath. Around the vascular bundle, there is a bundle sheath. You can see here, there is a bundle sheath. The cells of the bundle sheath also contain the chloroplast. Vascular बंडलच्या भोवताली जे कव्हर आहे ते बंडल शीथ आणि बंडल शीथ सेल्स मध्ये सुद्धा तुम्हाला क्लोरोप्लास्ट आढळते. Here you can see that on both the ends of large vascular bundles there are patches of sclerenchyma. You can see this is a vascular bundle. Here this is a patch of sclerenchyma. This is a patch of sclerenchyma. Here on both the ends there are patches of sclerenchyma which extend up to upper epidermis, which extend up to lower epidermis. This patch of sclerenchyma, it is extending up to lower epidermis. This patch of sclerenchyma, it extends up to upper epidermis. Xylem is present toward the upper epidermis. You can see here, this is the xylem. This xylem is present toward the upper epidermis, and this is the phloem. This phloem is present toward the lower epidermis. Parallel venation in monocot leaves is reflected in similar size of vascular bundles. In case of monocot, there is a parallel venation, and generally, here this is a middle part. On this side, all the vascular bundles are similar in size. All the vascular bundles, these are similar in size. Third part, vascular system. Vascular system consists of collateral and closed vascular bundles. Vascular bundle is surrounded by parenchymatous bundle sheath, which are containing starch and chloroplast. Both the ends of vascular bundles, there are patches of sclerenchyma. This is a patch of sclerenchyma, this is a patch of sclerenchyma. Xylem is present toward the upper epidermis, phloem toward the lower epidermis. Parallel venation in monocots is reflected in the similar size of vascular bundles on this side. This is a middle part or the middle vein. This is larger. But all the veins, in case of all the veins, vascular bundles are of the similar size. Thank you friends. आपणास जर हा व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर कृपया लाईक करा, शेअर करा आणि सबस्क्राईब करा. धन्यवाद.